Welcome, Sagittarius. I can say that because I'm a Sagittarius. Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. Um, welcome. Doing your heart spread now. This is going to be for the first half of June, guys. Believe it or not, I'm going to clarify with the art deck here, or the clip decks. Way I'll be clarifying with a full deck, so to speak. And this read, we look at you and your person and try to get an idea what's going on between you guys and get some suggestions from Spirit here. Just 8 card pull. And I'll kind of go through it here with you. It's effective. Nuts and bolts read picks up on who you're thinking of here. Okay, guys. Alright, here we go. At the pool edition here. Let's see what we got. This is you coming in as the Hermit here, Sag, with your Virgo energy. I'm Virgo rising, so you can look to your chart, see if there's something significant going on there. But the real meaning of this, in and around relationships, where your mind and heart is at, is you've been looking at yourself. You've been pointing the finger at you, been doing the good work, being introspective, trying to figure out really what's going on from your point of view. Not blaming people, other people, particularly other people. It's a love relationship. Not blaming your lover. Owning your stuff. It's a really nice energy. Even though it can be someone that's kind of isolated, so someone could be single and doing their own thing. If they're in a relationship, someone that's kind of in a phase where they're pulling away and doing their own thing. And wow, now your person. 10 of Cups. How about that? So, Sag, if there was any doubt that your person was all into it, they are. But this is a little bit of their energy, like with you. It's kind of want to look at where they're at in terms of relationships. So this may not be 100% about you. We're going to see with this card, number 4, which shows how they are once they're in the relationship. Because it could be someone just has relationships on the mind, like they really want to get married. I don't know. Their biological clock is ticking. Could be. It's generally positive, though. I mean, they're definitely someone that is emotionally available and wants a relationship here with you. Wow. And I think you're coming out of your cave because you like this. You like this because once you're in the relationship, you're feeling it. Kind of implies to me that they're going to be feeling it too. Let's just hope we don't get 3 of Swords here. Spirit, don't fuck with me. It's been a day because you're feeling it, and that's a lot because you were kind of doing your hermit thing, and this person came along, and they're all about love, and now you're all about love, and that's specifically in response to them. This is not like them potentially being in love with love. You're in love with them. There's something about them that really gets you. They're coming in with the 8 of Pentacles. This is not bad. So here's the deal. I think they were a little in love with love, and they are open. They are interested in you. But they're seeing now that once they're in the relationship, you're just kind of wide open because you're coming from this being cloistered, and you're maybe have been in a place where you're in the hermit. You can kind of get lost in there where you're like, oh, I'm probably going to end up being a cat lady or whatever, Um, and now you're seeing that so it's all about love. It's like springtime with you. And this isn't bad because with 8 of Pentacles, I think they're prepared to do the work, but they're seeing they have work to do in response to this. And I see this being very positive because they're not running away from it, they're facing it. And you see if this resonates. There's something in your person, when they're with you and they see how sincere you are, they know that they have some work to do. Maybe it's like they need to catch up or something here. Mm-hmm. If it was a twin flame, you'd be the activator, they'd be the sleeper. They'd be generally wanting love, and you'd be explaining to them how about you're the one, that kind of deal, right? So your advice, Ace of Swords, explaining to them that you're the one, that kind of deal. It's explaining something to someone, laying it out, ultimatums, asking a question, demanding truth. Um, And here is advice from spirit position. It's like, don't settle. Don't basically settle for nothing less than the truth. Uh, and it could just be speaking to just don't settle. This might be also speaking of what they're working on here. They feel like. I think they feel like they have to do the work. They are doing the work. I think it is about catching up to you. You might be vibing higher because the chariot is their advice. Again, I think this is very positive. And because the chariot would be them exactly doing this work and bringing their vibration up to a higher level, and feeling more like in sync with their life's purpose, with their soul's work, with their reason for incarnation. Um, and I get the feeling this might not be something they really felt before. And there might be something you have to say here. You have to intervene. It's going to be harsh. And I think it's going to be because these two relate. This is your advice and their advice in the relationship. And so I think you're having a part in this. You're kind of getting them into their soul's alignment. I don't know. It may sound a little codependent. Maybe it is. This heart spread doesn't really. It'll come up if it's codependent. I don't see that right being a huge issue, but it could just be that you came along, and when the student's ready to master peers, and sometimes the master's your lover. I think love relationships how we grow, how our soul grows. That's where we put a lot of our energy. That's where we get a lot of our pain, and it's ultimately the pain that really drives the growth. You know, that's the reality of it. Vice. Now, coming between the Ace of Swords and the Chariot, this in the Crucible, the heart spread. As you can see, the heart shape forming. I hope. Um, it's like you both got to kind of come down to earth and get grounded here, because this is really important. I think you have a relationship here. You may be having trouble bringing it together. You might like you have Neptune in your composite first house or fourth house or something. Um, and this might speak to what they're working on, because I was wondering what they're working on. I think it is something to do with kind of being emotionally available, kind of vibing higher. You could be just turning them on to like opening up their mind to a whole lot of different spiritual sort of things. And they're extremely open because they're probably deeply in love with you. And it looks to me like you're deeply in love with them too. And you're definitely being more directive. You'd be kind of in a dominant position. And this Seven of Cups here can be emotional turmoil, emotional uncertainty, most lack of clarity. This is the clarity. And relationships. Sometimes somebody's got to step up. So you're going to bring the one. You're going to be the one to bring the clarity to this relationship here. And I think they're going to be very receptive with the Chariot. And the fact that the Chariot's in their position over here of advice, if there's any question, oh, here comes the breeze, which I sorely need because it is a bit warm. If there's any question that one of you is going to have to come to the other, they're definitely going to be the one coming to you, guys. All right, Sag, what's our outcome, Spirit? Five of Cups. You're going from the Seven of Cups to the Five of Cups. Man, give me some help here with the Four of Swords. Clarifying with the Four of Swords. Um, we're going to clarify this out. Since I'm clarifying with the clip deck, at least I have a full suite, and I do it with three. And usually, now we're running into like a sequence, because I see this relationship still existing. A lot of times at this point, I'll say like, no, the advice goes to you, whoever's watching. And this is advice from Spirit and the outcome, the advice for the relationship as a whole and the outcome. But there's something here. You're trying to provide this clarity here, and they're having trouble. I think is going to be the deal. It's what's causing the grief here. So you've got the Four of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Magician here, clarifying from the Klimt art deck. Okay, this is clarifying your Five of Cups. So, um, trying to get a time period. I think we're looking at 4 to 8 months time period going on here. Um, and when you have this conversation, uh, it's about whatever work they need to do. Um, it's going to really sting them. And I think that's what this Five of Cups is. This is your outcome of the relationship. I think it's more them. Um, they're going to see this as I think it's kind of in general, you are kind of controlling and criticizing and directing, and there's a certain amount of that seems to me is necessary, but it might be kind of a bit overwhelming for them because Seven of Cups is as advice, like, this could be overwhelming. You've got to sort through something and get clarity here, and they're not getting it. It's like it could be like they're not getting it, and you're saying to them, "You're not getting it," But like just by you saying you're not getting it, it's kind of pushing them further away and putting them more into the Five of Cups energy. And then what you see here is a period of healing, and then with the King of Wands, a very strong, rise from the healing. And this is could be you because it's a fire sign. This could be you showing up in your reading, King of Wands, unless your person's a fire sign. But this is advice for both of you. Um, but what it's showing is that there's going to be this period of healing, and after that, or as that's going on, it's going to be the relationship's going to take on a more stronger, passionate, um, kind of direction. Like, because you have the King of Wands as an outcome, you have a very passionate, outgoing, strong relationship. You might see a fire sign in your composite rising, and then when you have the Magician added to that, it's like you guys are like, if other people are involved, like your friends, they're probably right now, like what this reading sort of implies, see the Five of Cups as the outcome, and they're probably, guys, why are you banging your head against this? It's not going to work. You got to just give up, but I don't think you give up. And, I think you're going to be involved here, Sag, in actually helping with their healing, right? Because this is you kind of taking the lead here. But this is both of you then working together and pulling out all the stops to make this work, kind of against all odds, is a feeling I get here. So, they may have a lot of challenges with these Eight of Cups while they have this work to do. But I would say with the Ten of Cups, you're looking at your partner here, and Crosswatch tell me this is wrong. They're highly motivated. They really want this cup of love. And I think they're probably, I would say there's someone that's turning their life upside down for you, basically, for this relationship, right? And it's not easy for them. It's going to be a lot harder for them than it is for you guys. But that's your heart spread for the 1st through the 15th. Thank you for joining me, guys. Appreciate all your likes, thumbs up, and really appreciate everybody subscribing. I could see that 1,000 coming, so at least we can go live here and be a lot more fun. And thank you for joining me.